So welcome to day 17 of Festival Diaries, and it is day 2 of Eden Festival. I am hanging out with Mary Magdalene here with her altar, and in front of me is a labyrinth that I just helped Amelia plant some beautiful flowers around the outside of the labyrinth. Let's leave Mary Magdalene in the frame, shall we? So, feeling very soft today. When I did my diary yesterday, I was feeling destabilized and a lot was going on and coming up. I went and did the sound journey with David, which was amazing and really settled me. And when I went back to my room, I voice messaged a couple of friends, and the emotion that I had accessed in the Boundaries and Consent workshop, I was able to just go right into it, to immerse into it, which I did with the support of my practice. And I must have sobbed for a good hour and just heart. And sometimes when that happens, when I'm processing things, there'll be an insight that arises, or a belief might come up, or a memory. But in this case, there wasn't really any context. I think part of the challenge for me is that I'm used to being the teacher, being the facilitator, and that has been a way in the past I've kept myself feeling safe, and to surrender and open to participation can bring up fear that it's not safe, that I can't trust. So there's a potentiality that some of what was coming up was around that. Had a great night's sleep, and then woke up this morning to do Tantra practice, and then I taught direct realization satsang in the chapel, and it just felt so good to hold the space, to feel the people, to drop into that place. And it was amazing. There was, 25, 35, 40 people in the room maybe, and it felt like everyone was just there. So after that, I just dropped into connections with people. I had a really big conversation with Kim Sama. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. She does conscious sexuality work, and I've crossed paths with her a number of times. When people message me on Facebook asking for tantric work sessions, I know they're actually looking for neo-tantra, so I send them to Kim because she's amazing. Dropped in with Kara-Leah Hunter and with Brooke. Feeling really at ease, feeling very soft, and I'm aware that on the diaries yesterday that I was like, this isn't my tribe, and there's an element of truth to that, but there's an element of untruth to that as well. There are many people here that I feel deeply connected to, and I just dropped in with Amelia, and we had a beautiful chat about her experience since she's been involved with both ISTA and Haydn. Talked about her experiences with Des Nichols, with Bruce Lyons, and I'm just slowly connecting to people who live here on the land and asking them, what's it like for you, and what do you notice? And some of them have friends or girlfriends or partners that have experienced traumatic stuff that's happened here, and who also love the people and the place and recognize there's a lot of good work being done here. And if I look at my experience yesterday, I had what was a really traumatic experience. It was incredibly destabilizing, and it was no fault of the people that were holding the space or what was going on in the space at all. And me saying this in no way, shape or form suggests that it doesn't demean or dismiss those people who have had experiences related to the way that spaces were held or boundaries were transgressed, right? Those experiences are very real as well, and they also need to be attended to, and those people need to be heard and cared for. And I think that's one of the biggest things about what's unfolding here at Haydn and with ISTA. There's so many nuances, and there's so many people moving through, so many people having completely different experiences of the body of work. And what I'm seeing and hearing is a real vulnerability in the heart space, and a desire and a willingness to make things more trauma informed and to care for people more deeply. and just feeling into the land and the trees. It's so beautiful. I wish I could turn this around and show you. Hang on, let's just do this. So there's the manor right in front. Yeah, obviously you can see where the manor is, and all the different trees, and there's the labyrinth there, that concrete piece there. And so that's my view as I'm sitting here talking to you all. And Mary Magdalene behind me. Yeah, so I'm feeling nourished, feeling cared for, and just feeling my edges. Like there's a temple on tonight, which is around erotic innocence and really claiming and embodying and owning erotic innocence. And I'm feeling into it. I'm like, do I want to go to that temple? Do I want to play with that energy? Partly because in my own practice, my own processes in the last couple of months, I've really dropped into and felt that space of erotic energy that's grounded in innocence. So I'm like, oh, that's been coming up for me. Maybe I want to go explore it. And maybe I don't, but I'm allowing myself to be open to the possibility, and again, attuning to my body to see, is it a yes for me to step into that space? Am I afraid of stepping into that space? Am I avoiding stepping into that space? I like both of the people facilitating it. I get a good vibe from them. Yeah, so there's a lot of heart here, is one thing I'm noticing. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of nuance, Like every person I speak to has a different perspective and has encountered different things, and I know that if I was to go into a space, like there's a number of people that have had problematic, traumatic experiences, transgressions, abuse within these circles, and those experiences and those people's experiences need to be validated and heard and held and responded to with just as much care, right? So I'm holding this really interesting place or point of opening to all. Like one of the things that came through for me last night when I was in process was I could feel the pain and the trauma of those that have experienced transgressions or abuse in these situations. I could feel that, and I could feel also the pain and the hurt of those who really deeply love the work that's unfolding here and care about it, and to a degree feeling misunderstood, feeling attacked, feeling vilified. I could feel that. And it's like all of these things are true all at the same time. It's like, how do we hold people to account without attacking and vilifying people? How do we own our own stuff and recognize the role we play in things, whilst also recognizing the role that perpetrators or abusers are playing in things? Like, these things are not mutually exclusive. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for my festival diaries. So it's Friday today. One more thing actually. So today, this afternoon, was meant to be the panel looking at soul initiation and trauma and addressing some of the concerns and the allegations. Jonathan, who was meant to sit on the panel, is really sick. He has diarrhea and a fever. And so the panel has been shifted to tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. with the hope that he is feeling better by then and able to do it. And I'm kind of grateful that the panel's not taking place until tomorrow morning. It's like, okay, cool, I can ground in and just deliver one thing each day, because it's a really big conversation to hold. And I don't know what's going to happen in that conversation, in that panel discussion. Alrighty, big love to you all. And just a quick reminder, if you want ongoing support from me, I have 3 places left on my mentorship starting in February. Just send me a message and I'll send you the details. We can have a chat about it. There is a direct realization training in Christchurch in April. See toolbox.Kara-Leah.com for the landing page on that. And there's the Toolbox. Check out the Toolbox if you want ongoing support, become part of the community and attend all the teachings. Live classes aren't happening right now because of course I'm on tour. Those live classes will be kicking off again at the beginning of February, but there's like 100 classes recorded in just that one library of classes. There's so much content on the Toolbox. And you get to join the Telegram support group where you connect with the community and all the good things happen. Okay, big love to you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. This was day, oh my god, what day was this? What day? Day 17? I think this was day 17.